Hey, we're ending up on a beautiful song. I'm so sorry the song is almost over. It's a piano song called The Dawning by Constant Demby, 1995. It's one of my favorite piano songs. It's so beautiful. But this is the end of it. And I got a phone call, so I really couldn't get it on here in the beginning of the song. But something else will come on. The Dawning by Constant Demby, 1995. Yeah, that's when the album was released. So we're on to still working on our principles. The theme for the series is building for improvement. We're on to another principle, which is fearing God. So this comes from Psalm 34:9. Fear the Lord, you his holy people. As you fear him, you lack nothing. Yeah, so this is part 3 of our series. And I want to say this, that Isaiah 59:19 states, so they shall fear the name of the Lord and his glory. Yeah. And also Hebrews 12 said, accept the Lord with reverence, have godly fear. So we're going to talk a little bit or share a little bit about the two types of fear. There's the fear of punishment, and then there's the fear of glory. Okay, those are the two types. So the fear of punishment is when you don't feel as though you're accountable for the promises you've made to God. And I shared with you some time ago about the promise I made about the cognac, that I was not going to have the cognac. Uh, I was going through 25 years of caregiving, and someone suggested that I have a little cognac to take the edge off of me. And then God spoke to me and said, hey, that's not who I have you to be. That's not what you're going to do. You're not going to do that. You can do a little on your birthday, but basically you're not going to do that to take the edge off. You can take the edge off through prayer with me and conversation with me, but you're not going to do that. So that was so I made that promise, and I would never go against it. I would never do anything against that. I would die before I would have any, because I made a promise to God, and I'm accountable to that. I do not want to to disappoint God. And I fear that he would wreak havoc down upon me if I said that I wasn't and then I did. So that's one kind of fear. That's the fear of punishment. And then because of you're not accountable, so you'd be punished. So then there's another kind of really a beautiful kind of fear, that is the fear of your honor for God, the greatness of God, the awe of God, when you honor him for everything that he has done. And there's a fear for him that's a beautiful kind of fear. It's the second type of fear. It is the fear of his higher power. It is the fear of his glory, the fear of God's greatness. It makes you just like cry when you go through it, when something happens like that. It's not like God's going to harm you. It's a positive fear, the fear that makes you cry, and it makes you respect the greatness of God and his actions. And when you cry, it's tears of joy when you're in an experience like that, where little old you could never kick God to the curb because of his greatness, because all that he has done for us and all that we have not done, but he has forgiven us anyhow. And you experience his greatness. And so it is a fear. It's a type of fear that we are insignificant humans, and God is just so awesome. And all we can say is we have the fear of awe for his glory. Everyday story for me went to Colleen and Stephen's wedding at Virginia Beach. And when I was there, and all of us that were there, we felt the greatness. And we felt the presence of God at that wedding, and we talked about it, and we shared about it, and it was just such an awesome thing when you go somewhere and you feel God's glory there. And we never feared that the marriage would be unsuccessful, or there would be problems, but we knew that they would hold strong because they had experienced God's glory at their beginnings of their unity. And we knew that God would bring Colleen and Stephen together in his greatness as time moved on, because it happened there, and that was just a prerequisite to the life that they were going to live together. So that's sharing today about the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord. There's the fear of the Lord in many ways, and we shared the two types today. So this is the Sunday morning message on Thursday, and we're going out with Let's see, they haven't put a new song on. It was The Dawning, but now there is something else playing, and I don't know what it is. But Dawning is still playing. So this is our share today. Sunday morning message on Thursday. Eat healthy, take a walk, stretch. Thank God for the possibilities, and know that we love you. All righty. Bye-bye.